And welcome to today's meteorology segment. First thing we're looking at here is the NASA GOES lightning mapper. As a tropical system approaches Florida, has it weakened exactly as we stated it would in yesterday's meteorology segment? Well, I don't really know, but I'm going to analyze it now. So check it out. Here's the real-time lightning map from lightningmaps.org. And I think we may see some terrestrial lightning here. Hey, Gulfport. Hey, Biloxi. There's thunder rolling in. Next time you hear thunder, check out lightningmaps.org. It could save your bacon. And we are interested in your bacon. And saving it. Especially from nonsense and fraud. So here's some more data for you here. It's windy.com's infrared satellite map. You're looking at infrared radiation here. And just give that a moment to load, folks. It's quite a bit of data there. This will animate. And again, we are streaming live here, so give it a minute. And allow me to get off screen. There we go. That's the last 2 hours of data. So we're seeing some rather heavy cloud bands here finally start to make their way up the west coast of Florida, as well as striking the Florida Keys there. Although the heaviest bands are just exiting the Isle of Cuba. So anyway, here is pressure, which we show daily. And it looks like the low is right about here. You can see that low pressure zone there. It's not really that big of a pressure gradient, though, folks. It looks like it's going to be a dud. And we'll show you the rain forecast momentarily here. Let's zoom out to global pressure. Look at the massive low pressure system down here near Antarctica. An incredible low pressure. And quite a pressure gradient on either side of the Drake Passage. Check it out. Anticyclone over here, cyclonic system over here, rotating clockwise in the southern hemisphere means low pressure. High pressure over here, counterclockwise rotation. Also a massive anticyclone in both the North Pacific and the North Atlantic. Will advance this into tomorrow. This is the Euro forecast for pressure at 12 noon Eastern Daylight Time tomorrow. And it looks like the low is expected to be right in the sort of the elbow of Florida there. Right at that 90-degree bend. And we'll just zoom in here so you get an idea of where the forecast for that low is. And according to this Euro forecast here, it's actually going to gain some intensity here, as the pressure certainly is lower there than it was currently. So if we bring this back, let's bring this back to now. Much lower pressure forecasted for tomorrow afternoon as it makes landfall. And we'll actually let's actually animate this for once. Here's the animation, and this is the European forecast, by the way, folks. It's expected to go right up the coast. And then make landfall east of Tallahassee. European forecast making landfall at about 11 a.m. tomorrow. Next, we'll look at the data on nullschool.net. Here is the current wind situation. We're only seeing about 45 mile per hour winds showing up on this. Anyway, those are the surface winds. Let's zoom out and look at the jet streams and so on, like we do daily on our meteorology segments. There is the pressure, the surface wind scenario for the Western world. Here are the jet streams, extremely chaotic and incoherent over much of the northern hemisphere. Here are the jet streams of the east. And here are surface winds on that side of the planet. Let's continue on. We don't want the video to be too long. Here's the weather.gov map, and you can see all of these tropical storm warning forecasts as well as some storm surge warnings here around especially the northern part of the Florida Gulf Coast. As well as some excessive heat watches and warnings in the west. Also getting back into heat advisories here in eastern Pennsylvania. Here's the precipitation forecast. And they're calling for about 5 inches of rain in some areas there. That's the forecast that's the GFS forecast, by the way, through 12 Universal Time on Friday. So this is how that is expected to play out. The tropical system expected to go up Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and go back out to sea around Delaware. Hope that helps. That's a Tropical Tidbits forecast. Here's the current U.S. Doppler radar map. We'll also show you the cloud layer. There's the cloud layer. And here is the water vapor. By the way, this dry mass of air right over here will not help to strengthen that storm. But in any case, here's a recap. There's the U.S. Doppler radar. There's the cloud layer. And here is the water vapor. Thanks for tuning in to today's meteorology segment. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. smAsho, signing off from the Smash News Network. Least busted name in news.